The broken string. Scene 1, the concert. Warm golden light fills the stage. Close-up of a violin bow trembling against strings. Adrien Voss was 22, and on the edge of greatness. Every critic agreed, he wasn't just a violinist, he was the future of classical music. Camera pans across the audience, silence, reverence. Cut to Adrien's eyes closed, lost in music. The hall holds its breath as Adrien plays. His left hand moves with impossible precision, fingers flying, bow gliding. The sound is pure, flawless. Backstage, Professor Klein whispers to a colleague. Klein whispering, listen to him. He's not just a musician, he's history in the making. Music swells to a breathtaking crescendo. Lights flare white. Scene 2, the accident. A dark city street. Adrien, still glowing from the performance, walks to his car carrying the violin case. It's raining lightly, neon reflections on the wet asphalt. He places the violin carefully on the passenger seat, starts the engine, and pulls into the night. The radio plays a recording of his own concert. He hums along, smiling faintly. The rain intensifies. Windshield wipers squeak. Adrien blinks, tired, replaying the performance in his head. Headlights blur in the rain. A truck suddenly swerves into his lane. Tires screech. Horns blare. Adrien jerks the wheel, but the road is slick. His car spins, glass shatters, the world flips in slow motion. The last thing we see, the violin case flying open, the instrument tumbling in the air like a fragile bird. Then, black. Scene 3, hospital. Beeping monitors. Blurred vision. Adrien's eyes flutter open. His mother grips his good hand, tears spilling. Adrien groggy, panicked, my hand, my left hand. I can't feel it. The doctor hesitates. Doctor, the nerves are severely damaged. You may never regain the fine motor control needed for playing at that level again. Silence. Adrien's chest rises and falls rapidly. Adrien breaking in tears, no, no. You don't understand. I am the violin. Without it, I'm nothing. He pulls his hand away, turning his face to the wall. His mother cries quietly beside him. Scene 4, isolation. Montage. Adrien at home, blinds drawn, ignoring phone calls. He tries to grip the violin, bow slipping from his fingers. Finally, he hurls it against the wall. The wood splinters. Adrien seeing the splinters and the broken violin, speaking to himself, I am just like that violin, now broken and useless to play. Whispering, it's over, I'm broken. Scene 5, the dance studio. Weeks later, at his therapist's urging, Adrien goes to a community rehab center. He walks the halls, expression blank. Suddenly vibrations. A deep, steady beat. Curious, he follows the sound to a studio. Inside, a group of dancers move in perfect rhythm. At the center is Lila, graceful, fierce, radiant. Her eyes are closed. Her movements sharp yet fluid. Adrien lingers at the door. A young female dancer performs gracefully alone in a softly lit dance studio, lost in the rhythm of the music she feels through vibrations. Across the room, Adrien, a young man with light skin and wavy brown hair, watches her intently. He is standing quietly near the wall, his right hand gently holding his immobile left hand, a mixture of admiration and longing in his expression. The atmosphere is tender, emotional, and filled with unspoken connection. Lila signing, through interpreter. Enjoying the show? Adrien startles. Adrien, I used to play violin. Now voice changed with a low and sad tone. Not anymore. And a sad giggle with eyes ready to shed tears and mouth trying to hide it with a smile. She studies him for a long moment. Then smiles. Lila signing, then don't play. Feel. Adrien lifted his face and watched a bright young woman beaming with a bright face and a gentle smile. Adrien's tears went back inside and a feeling in heart like he just met someone who will raise him from his misery. She gestures for him to step inside. Scene 6, Learning to Feel Again. Lila places Adrien's palm against the wooden floor. The drummer begins. Vibrations surge through his hand, into his body. Lila signing, music isn't only sound. It's heartbeat. Breath. Movement. Adrien closes his eyes. For the first time since the accident, he feels something stir. Montage of weeks passing. Adrien attending rehearsals. Awkwardly tapping rhythms with his right hand. Watching Lila dance, mesmerized. Slowly smiling again. Scene 7, Cafe Bonding. At a cafe, Adrien and Lila sit across from each other. Adrien, when I lost my hand, I thought I lost everything. My meaning, my future. But watching you, how do you dance when you can't even hear the music? Lila signs softly. The interpreter translates. Lila. I lost silence when I was 5. But rhythm is everywhere. In footsteps. In laughter. Even in pain. Adrien gazes at her, touched. Adrien. Maybe you're teaching me to listen again. Hey, share a warm, lingering look. Scene 8, The Betrayal. Adrien, re-inspired, begins composing. He scribbles furiously, waves his right hand as if conducting invisible players. Finally, he takes his score to Professor Klein. Adrien, excited. It's not violin. It's something bigger, orchestra, dancers, movement. I want you to see it. Klein hardly looks up. On his wall, a poster of his new prodigy, Clara. Klein, flat. Adrien, without the violin, you're ordinary. Clara has promise. She's the one carrying the torch now. Adrien's face falls. Adrien, angry after everything I gave you, you erase me? Pretend I never mattered? Klein, cold legacies must endure. Don't cling to what's broken. Adrien storms out, devastated. Scene 9, The Performance, Rebirth. Months later. A theater. The orchestra waits. Lila and her troupe stand ready. Adrien steps to the podium, baton shaking in his right hand. The lights dim. Silence. He breathes, raises his arm. The music begins. Strings rise, drums pound, dancers flow. Like water. Lila at the center moves as though she is the music itself. The audience leans forward, spellbound. When the final note fades, the hall erupts in thunderous applause. Scene 10, Backstage. Adrien collapses into a chair, tears in his eyes. Lila rushes to him, signing excitedly. Lila signing, you did it. You gave them something they've never heard before. Adrien takes her hand, softly. Adrien, no, we did it. You taught me to listen again. They hold each other's gaze. Love unspoken, but undeniable. Scene 11, Epilogue. Bright morning in a park. Adrien conducts a community orchestra outdoors. Children dance, families watch, laughter mixes with music. Some of the children are deaf, some hearing, but all are moving to the same rhythm. Lila spins joyfully among them. Adrien watches, smiling, baton raised proudly though to himself. A broken string doesn't end the song. It begins another.